XVI, the Ifrit and Phoenix show, if you will. Never saying that again. So, let me, hold on. Let me look here. YouTube? Okay. Okay. Alright. I am live. Not been doing much. Street Fighter. Killing Floor. Chilling. Let's play some more. We're on our way to Sandbreck? Waloed? One of those two? We just defeated Hugo Kupka for good now, and now we're gonna see where the following takes us. Oh yeah, we're gonna go tell everybody something important that I think was good news, but I can't remember what it was because it's been a while. Well, it's been like 3 days, but yeah, let's go. Let's finish what we started. I played I think 2 hours yesterday, 2.5. Not yesterday, 2.5 hours last time, which is a good track record for me. I think I'll go for another 2.5 hours here. So yeah, let's pick it up.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though.
That's what I'm telling everybody. Kupka's dead. Speaking of Karen, I should really stock back up. Enhancer. Nah. I'm good. Oh.
It'd better all be here.
Alright. Blackthorn.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. Huh? A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
Okay, so I can pet Torgal out in the field, but I can't pet him in the hideaway? Sick. Whatever you say, Final Fantasy 16. Alright, you Strolla 5.0, let's see what you got.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is.
Why do they come at him like that? I don't understand why they came at him like that.
Big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
I don't know how Clive thinks up all these mini objectives for himself to do. I would just go lay down for 17 hours after the things I dealt with if I was Clive.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down at that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
If I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts mecking. The sack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapours away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
Black.
I'll make head nor tail of him.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Blackthorn's just a regular blacksmith. How is he gonna, like, design a fucking ship plate of armor? Well, let me rephrase that. He's a blacksmith. How is he going to design a plate of armor for a ship? Does he just make weapons? What is Mid expecting out of this guy?
I'm seeing troops amassing at every port.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Out with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Krieger's Tates. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need help. Get Gavin Otto in here, will you?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only... find out in the Valcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with.
Give me a second. Alright. Sorry about that. Let's pick it up.
You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
I want to say Gav because I like him more, but I feel like I want to see Otto on the field. Wait.
Oh, it's not like it's the...
Give me a second. Before I do anything else. I'm going to make a save file specifically for this. It is the 7th, that is right now. I am making a save file specifically for this choice. So that if anything happens, I could go back if I must. It's the top file. Don't save over that. Otto, let's go.
Otto, you're with me.
All right, then. Where do we find this Stardust, and how will we know it when we see it?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
And I'm guessing you'll be needing sackloads of the stuff. Might be worth our importers at the Dalymil Inn. I'll head down there. See about finding us a wagon.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
Yous two take care, eh? I'll go and see the supplier.
Just don't let the bastard fleece you, eh?
He wouldn't do that. He's Blackthorn's mate. Isn't he?
Best of luck.
We'll need it. We'll need it. Alright. South of the Velcroy, you said. Side quest. Oh no. There's side quests everywhere. Well, actually, that's what I'm going anyway, so. Oh, fucking jeez, I don't want to go back here. Where's Otto? Otto is not here. At least it's just one side quest. I might as well get it out of the way now.
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
I wonder how this place is gonna be doing now economically now that Kupka's dead.
I'm telling you, it's gone.
Hey, Ambrosia. Let's do it.
Run like the wind.
What the? I can attack with Ambrosia? Okay, hold on. Give me a second. What the hell is happening here? Are you a mark? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. The 9 of knives. I'm fucking dead. Let's get this. Totally got serious already, huh?
Your flesh. Your feasting days are over.
Get up, Clive. Right there. Almost. Wow. That's kicking my ass. I should not be fighting you at my level. I genuinely can't fight you at my level. Nah. Nah. I'ma just go continue. Back the fuck up. 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 Just let Torgal walk by.
Better already.
I'll come back from him when I'm like post game. Just. I was like, oh, this can't be that bad. And then the motherfucker shot a gasket of poison at me. I was like, oh, okay, that's almost my entire health bar. This is not gonna go well, is it? Look at him. Look at him wandering around over there because I already attacked him. I should go back and kill his ass, but if I do, it's not going to turn out well.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I? Certainly not a baker. Master must have ruled the day he took me in. Time was the sight of the fang used to calm my nerves. But now look at her.
Yeah, I kind of did that. I'll bring you back to your guy. I need to continue the story. Oh. 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 Oh, I'm never skipping a cutscene again.
Try to remember the good times. Do that, and the Mother Crystal will be with you no matter where you are.
Even in the bakery. What a fool I've been. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. You've opened my eyes. I have to get back there right away.
It worked out in the end. God, I am beginning to hate Dhalmekia more and more. This place sucks. It's summer too, so I'm feeling it spiritually. Sick. I almost died on my way there, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Now we can continue the story. Now, I'm going to assume that when we eventually go and find Gav, if we do eventually go and find Gav, we'll be going to Lost Wing because we're going to Lost Wing because there's a side quest there too.
Looks like I found the river.
Well,
now where's Otto?
What, did Otto go ahead of us?
Come on.
had a quick scout about, and I reckon this area's our best bet. Seems Blackthorn's stuff's a good idea. It's just lying here, waiting for any old fool to fill his boots.
But unlike any old fool, you thought to bring a wagon.
Well spotted. Now get filling.
Five pieces of Stardust. Nope. I was gonna make a Cody Rhodes joke, but I can't even do that now. Considering the gimmick's been dead for a decade, I can't even joke about Stardust.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
Black sand. That's a little concerning considering what we're using this for, but to be fair, there's also black auracite, so I don't exactly know why I should be surprised, but
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Otto's getting on.
How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
oh.
More than me. Put it all together and I can't see Blackthorn complaining. Much. Here, Clive. Fancy a walk?
No, not really, but this is a video game. You're so lucky I like this song.
Sid would be proud.
Of what?
Of you, you idiot. The way you've carried on what he started. When we first met, I had you down as a spoilt little puppy who enjoyed nothing more than biting the hand that fed you. But 5 years on, you're the one doing the feeding. So thanks for proving me wrong.
You weren't wrong. But I changed. Thanks to Sid. And thanks to you. When I suggested taking on his name, you were the first to back me. And if you hadn't, no one else would have. I couldn't have done any of this without you, Otto.
Yo, give over. You're making me blush. All I did was choose hope over despair. I gave you a chance, yes, but you're the one who took it. You took a rabble of homeless, hopeless outcasts and put them back on their feet. Gave them something worth fighting for, just like the old Sid did. About time I was heading back, I reckon. All this scrabbling about in the sand's taken its toll on the old pins.
I'll see you back at the hideaway then. You can take a well-earned rest when you get there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. But I'll make sure Blackthorn gets his precious black sand before I put my feet up. He'll only moan otherwise.
Right. Ready to go home, boy? Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs. Blackthorn.
I really like to imagine Gav just didn't go anywhere. I don't know why. Like, he's standing in the exact same spot he was in when we left. I'm pretty sure he just didn't move.
Got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
Nice to get out and about for once. Let's do it again sometime, eh?
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It will take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
So, unless Clive somehow finds more ways to give himself something to do, I think we're just gonna tell Mid this, then do that Lost Wing side quest, and come back to Blackthorn.
Be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
He cracked the crystal too? You're joking.
It's no joke.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today.
I'm sorry. Two things. One, experiments. So they've been trying this before with the risk of blowing things up and haven't told anybody. Two, if they're experimenting with fallen equipment and like relics and ruins, did they like destroy all of it mid-test phase and didn't tell anybody their discovery immediately after finding out that fallen ceramics can break through the heat barrier? Like, this seems a little counterintuitive.
And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
I wonder if there are, like, people in the hideaway who never knew Sidolphus, and they only know Clive as Sid, so they just think his name is actually Sid. And, like, no one's ever told them, yeah, he took up the mantle of a dead guy who used to lead the hideaway. People, they're just people who are like, no, his name's always been Sid. His name is Sid Rosfield, actually. Like, I wonder if they didn't know Clive or Sid before the fall of the old hideaway. Just something to think about. At least to me. Okay, seeing as how this is a fight, I'm going to need to prepare for this. So, let me go piss really fast. I'll be right back. I'm back, but just give me 1 second, y'all. Okay, I returned. Food arrived. And I'm gonna eat it while I play. Let me turn my light on, it's really dark in here. I'm almost invisible. There's a side quest here too. Well, let's see. After the first one I can't be bothered anymore, so I'm just gonna do this after stream. What are we looking at? An hour 17. Okay. So I'm just gonna spend the rest of the stream from here on just doing straight story. I'll see if the progress I make will border on substantial.
Can't you use a crystal instead?
There's me opening an egg roll with one hand. It's alright. What? Where am I? Wait. Oh. This track is pretty good too. We'll hop in Ambrosia. Nah. Are they really gonna make me do this? Watch out, everyone. Look what happened. You fucked around, then you found out.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back.
It's as simple as they fucked around and found out. Let's do it.
Anybody home?
Another one of you?
This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
All right.
Let's try.
I like how it's just called unwanted visitor. Motherfucker. Oh. Excuse me. I have food to eat and you're doing all... Nah. You wanna be annoying? Hmm? Got my fucking nerves, go. that. I just keep punching. You know that scares me?
Nice try.
No, you come here. Sick. Alright. Nice W.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
We're seeing troops amassing at every point.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Right away.
Alright, I'll have to go bother Tomes. Well, Harpocrates. Either or. I forgot his first name, but I know his last name for Harpocrates. I miss Sid.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Excuse me.
Thanks to Sid.
Hippocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually, it's for mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine? Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelisk complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection it requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelisk might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
I kind of want Jill, but I kind of want to go with Tharja because I spent significantly more time with Jill, and I'm probably going to do the same later on anyway. So I think I'll just use the same logic I did for Otto and Gav.
So, Clive, who will accompany you on your little excursion?
But first...
Take your...
Excuse me. Like I already did, I'm going to make another save file for this very purpose. So that if I ever want to come back and redo this quest for the sole purpose... Okay, it's these top two right here. Don't save over 3 and 4. If I ever want to come back and change my decision to Jill, just to see what will happen, then I'll do so. But it's Tharja time. Tarja, my bad.
All right. So, What are we fetching?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
Garlic? Conch shells? Are you sure this is the right list? Looks like the ingredients for someone's supper.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited. Effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Well, isn't that convenient? I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon. Need to speak to an old acquaintance. I'll meet you there.
All right. Stay safe.
I'll see you later, Clive.
Good luck with your research.
Harpocrates and I'll look after things here. You head over to Northreach.
Alright, it's that time. I think just how different things are following the fall of the Mother Crystal.
Where's Talia?
There's talk. How the hell is anyone supposed to afford that price?
Half of Oriflamme's
Keep them pilgers nice and chill.
Need to stock up on
I won't
these.
have you.
There you are, Talia.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this. But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up. Take a few items each.
All right. What shall I look for?
Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts? Meet me by the gate when you've got them.
Oi, don't touch anything. And if that's what you want. And
any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. Ah, yes.
That should do it. Hopefully Talia's finished too. When did you get so big?
Fresh cuts. Come and get them. Come. You'll not find a bruised.
Well, did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Job done. We should get this back to Tomes then. He'll be waiting. But we're not in too much of a rush, are we? Quick chat. Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Tyre.
For what?
For everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us. Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tomes so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right. And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Oh, I'm never drinking.
Ah, better late than never. We're ready to begin whenever you are.
Welcome home. I hear you had a successful trip.
Alright, let's keep going. Oh, I had to look at something really fast, but I kept it up. Wait, when did I leave? When did I open the map? Nothing. I know I was standing in here. What time is it? Not even 10. Damn.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to just explaining to Taya how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course.
Oh, and Clive. It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates.
Alright. That's all 3 quests done.
Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then.
That happened?
Thanks to Sid.
It was entirely for a meme and I appreciate that.
I went up to give some breeze to the chocobo.
Where am I? Okay, I know where it is. What did bro do? What did he do? What did... do, bro? That's down. This Up this path, yes. Okay, I was going the right way. I was just confused. They didn't see the extra stairs up there.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Think Mid might need some help tidying up.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. You'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat, a coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Real.
Right then, let's start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
The what? Oh, Blackthorn. I was like, the who? At the what?
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
I'm sorry. She laughed and her mouth didn't move. She laughed and her mouth did not move.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off, my gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
Alright. Now what does Mid want from us? This quest line has been really long, actually. And boring.
Daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You're gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
All right.
It told me she was building a ship.
I'll probably do the rest of these side quests offline. Offline? Off camera. Imagine.
Welcome to the patrons.
Does this game have online capabilities?
Just desserts.
I don't know.
Here you are.
Not long ago, I was accosted by footpads as I walked the gilded path. I perished alone in the desert. I had not the curse breakers in my aid. I owed them my life. May this token serve them well.
I may have more for you.
It's something only I can use.
Alright, Clive. As troops. We'd finished sending half the hideaway troops in across the Twins, actually. I swear, that girl would do anything to put us visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
Obolus, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat. Going that way.
Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry at all, are you? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obolus.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle?
Oh dear. My dear boy, my journey to Canberra has been a resounding success. My friend I mentioned not only shared the contents of his strongbox with us, but his considerable knowledge of the goings-on of the fight in the free cities, by which I learned of the endeavors of a certain young friend of yours. Though I for one believe Miss Telemon's project to be quite a valiant enterprise, I doubt the Canvarian authorities will take kindly to the unauthorized use of their dockyards, no matter how deserted. And if rumor has already reached my friend, it may not be long for the guild masters rapping at our door, which is why I penned you this note. I'd like to borrow your man Gav for a moon or two, that he might keep a watch on those who might mean our little friendship ill, and warn us of any impending attack. I trust that you will give this proposal full consideration. Your loving uncle, Byron.
Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Got to admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in, all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish.
I'm sorry, what?
Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. Right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
The old hideaway. Wow. Sid's legacy. The dust lawn settled, little remains of this once bustling refuge many called home.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon, there'll be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot.
Karen's my favorite character in this whole game. She is sick of everybody all the time. The idea of her just constantly bouncing off of Goots is my favorite thing ever. I love her. She hates everyone. She hates everyone, and I love it.
There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass, and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen.
They better have paid Goots' voice actor extra for all these sounds they're making him make.
And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things, and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
Did you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
All of this is Dalmekia? Jesus. A narrow pass through otherwise impassable mountains thought to have been torn from rock by the very gods themselves.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars, till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
So I probably could have looked up from when I was there with Otto and seen this path. Huh. I'll screenshot this actually. I'm not gonna open photo mode, but it's just for like landmarking purposes. That scared the shit out of me. My eyes were directly focused on the item over there. I didn't even acknowledge this thing. That scared the damn daylights out of me. Good lord. It hurt Torgal. Alright.
So what do you think?
That we'd be
I mean, they're directly in my path.
It's as bad as that. Oh, aye. There's trouble up ahead. And too much of it for us to handle.
I take it there's danger on the road.
What about this fearsome-looking fellow? You think he'd be equal to the task?
Oh, no doubt.
Well, if I'm going... I'm not sure I trust those two. But if there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take care.
Look lively, you lot. We've got guests.
These must be our bandits.
So, is this like directly a part of the main quest? Or would something have changed had I not picked up that side quest? Cause it says onward, but I really wonder how far down they thought. Nah. Oh yeah. Good shit, Jill. Popping off. I almost put up upheaval. See ya. Nice. Alright.
That's them dealt with. Now, where's that cart? Getting all of this out of here will be a nightmare.
Seems we've found us.
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold, at least. The path continues on the other side. I needed that. So this is Zemeckis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him two curses.
Dominance and bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not. Far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
We might have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it, and I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then, Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god. The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Grieger, made flesh. Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Father. I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You would trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sanbreque, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
The canker! Silence! Insolent wretch! You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over. Come, your Radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood? We just need to hug the coast.
I will continue saying what I've been saying this whole time. Dion is on his way to GOAT status, bro. He's on his way to GOAT status. He's gonna beat the shit out of his dad, turn on Annabella. He's on his way to GOAT status. I know we're gonna have to fight him eventually, but I really don't want to. I really like Dion Lesage.
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops are well trained and increasingly battle-hardened. But it's not as if we can wait for the siege to end. Time to fight. You're finished. More refugees.
And they're all making for the Crystalline Dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without the crystal's blessing.
There are no crystals here.
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
What do you think, girl?
This is everything.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap. Out of my sight.
What are you looking for? You've a discerning eye.
Wonders from across the water. Come one, come all, feast your eyes. Good sir, can I interest you in...
How much? For a measly crust of bread?
You won't find any cheaper, not nowadays. But you're more than welcome to look.
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the Crystalline Dominion is still in effect. Only those whose business in Twinside has been officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border. All who seek entry are to form a line and ready their documents for inspection.
It looks like we aren't the only ones who are eager to leave.
Border Patrol. Border Patrol. Quite literally, it's just Border Patrol. I expected something different, but this is actually really funny. Mainly because you have all the overlapping, disappointed sounds of the crowd, just over this guy talking.
Not for the likes of you.
We won't get through without that pass. Let's go and find Good, shall we? He must be around here somewhere.
Come, taste my peaches. They're sweet as nectar.
I'll take the large one.
Ah, Good. There you are.
Clive, I'm so sorry. Don't tell Nan, will you?
Slow down, Good. Just tell us what happened.
It's me trader's pass. It's gone. We cannot ride the caravan without it. We won't even be able to get through the flipping checkpoint.
Do you remember when you last saw it?
It was in my pocket a minute ago. Then a bairn bumped into me and... Yeah. You don't think that they might have nicked it, do you?
It wouldn't surprise me. A busy market like this is prime territory for pickpockets.
So, to get the pass back, we need to find this child. Where would we even start?
I know where! I've got a pal in Bock lad who might be able to help us. No one knows more about what goes on round here than she does.
Where do we find her?
She's the owner of the Crimson Caravans, up that way. Sign's got a red chocobo on it.
No time like the present.
You two go on ahead. I'm gonna check the rest of my stuff, make sure nothing else is missing.
All right. We'll meet you there.
Let's keep an eye out for this red chocobo, then.
And the other on our purses.
It's next to the checkpoint.
Peaches and pears.
Looking to hire a coach? It's 10 million for a two-birder to the Crystalline Dominion. Take it or leave it.
Oh, we're not here for that.
Then I bid you good day.
Oh, wait! Don't go, El! He's me mate.
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing back in Bocklad? I gather Lady Karen didn't send you. So what trouble have you got yourself into this time?
It's me trader's pass. It got stolen. By a little bairn.
Of all the... You're the size of a marble. Honestly. Ugh.
Goots told us that you know the markets well. Might you have an idea which little bairn could have done this?
We don't intend to punish them. We just need our pass back. Then, we can be on our way.
I see. So neither of you has a trader's pass either. Not that anyone would take you for traders, but I suppose that's why you came to me, correct? Now, I can't say for sure who took your pass, but I suspect I know why they did it. Let me explain.
Ever since the Fist marched on the Dominion, the Republic has been clamping down on any commerce that might aid the Empire more than it does us. Which means traders' passes have gone from being merely a way of easing one's progress to being essential if one wishes to cross the border at all. And with demand outstripping supply, they've become a precious commodity, leading some to seek to acquire them by less than legitimate means.
So the children are stealing passes to sell on the black market?
Yes and no. Passes are inscribed with the names of their owners, and yet none of the victims' names have appeared on the register of those passing through the checkpoint.
Which means?
That someone is doctoring the stolen passes. The same someone who is encouraging the children to steal them. And the same someone who has Goots's pass, no doubt. Whoever they are, they're ruining the livelihoods of honest merchants, which is why we've decided to take a stand. Will you stand with us? You want to get your pass back, and we want to ensure that no more are stolen. Catch whoever's behind it all, and 2 birds shall be slain with a single stone.
Is there any other way of getting to the Crystalline Dominion, Goots?
They won't let you in if you're not with the caravan. It's that, I don't know, try swimming across the strait. But the guards will definitely spot you if you try and do that. Like, we don't want to get spotted, right?
So either we find the people who took the pass, or give up all hope of entering the Dominion.
All right. We'll help.
Thank you kindly. But I don't know your name. Eloise at your service.
Clive.
A pleasure doing business with you, Clive.
Hell yeah, another seal to be added on to what's essentially a police badge.
By the coach stop is spearheading the search. Wear that, and he will know you for a friend. I suggest that you speak with him first.
The furniture makers. Understood.
Okay, let me take that back. It's not a police badge. It's like one of those Boy Scout sashes. I think I've already made that joke. Alright. We've hit 3 hours. We're a half hour over my original limit. I'm done. I'm tired. So I'm probably going to nap this off. Otherwise, I might be back later. I might be back tomorrow. But we will finish this game. It'll take a while, but we will finish this game. But regardless, hope you all enjoyed. 609 Flashcam signing off. I'll see you all in the next one.